Hello, Angel. Molly. What's up? What's up? Dat Cookie. Cynthia, Aaron. What up, everybody? You guys made it in quick. Damn, I barely even got the window back up. I just pressed start. What's up, Amazing Butterfly? Rafa? Sorry, I'm trying to see the names as they fly by. What's up, everybody? Hope everyone's having a great weekend, or Monday, if it's already Monday for some of you. Hello, Cheyenne. Jackie, what up? What's up, Lizzie? Hello, Cole. I saw that fly by. I wasn't sure. I see Justin. What up, Justin? Yeah, dang, I didn't even announce this. This is kind of impromptu. I just put it up. I figured not doing too much anyways. Might as well get up on her. I did a patron only live stream last night, so that was a lot of fun. So I figured I'd come say what's up to as many people as I could. What's up, Oklahoma? I saw Oklahoma says hi. Hello from Arizona, where we had a crazy monsoon last night, and I think we're set to have another one. I hope tonight's monsoon brings a lot of rain. Unfortunately, last night's was just crazy wind, which was still a lot of fun. I guess that was still crazy. Demolished a lot of people's property. I guess one couple actually even got stuck out on the lake right when the storm hit, and they were sending advisories for everyone to get away from the water, but the boat ramp was a little too crazy. Then there were other people that got caught down at the channel. I guess some people were trying to shield a baby from the dust storm. Oh, what up, Alex from Fort Riley? Man, it's been forever since I've been over that way. Been a long time. Oh, Rainy Day. You are here, Rainy Day. Sending some love. Sorry I missed the Patreon live stream. I was wondering if you were going to make it or not. That one was kind of impromptu. I think it was more or less my bad. I only gave you guys a few days notice. So I think I'm going to set up another one, and we'll set up a time and give it a week or two notice so everyone has time. But thank you so much. I'm glad you made the stream this time. At least you made it. And I really appreciate that. You're like everywhere all the time. Why did it scream? No, it should not be screaming. I got this. Here, let me just turn that off. No, there we go. I don't know why it screamed. I turned it off beforehand. I didn't want it to scream in my ear. Hello, John Papa. How do I get into the patron only live stream? You just got to be one of my patrons over on patreon.com. All of my even $1 gets you early access to all of my content, and $5 gets you pretty much my entire archive, like including all my videos that are unlisted. So it's like 50 hours, something like that, worth of audio. But any tier also gets you into the patron only live stream. I'll be doing those a little more regularly. Kawaii, I see you. I see you. Hello from Japan. Hello, Japan. I always thought it'd be really fun to go visit Japan. I know they have unrested someone out there. Actually, maybe he changed his channel back to Scott Ackerman. I think that's what he did. Yeah. What up, Spooko? Rocket Wizard. Hello from Boston. What up, Jimmy in Boston? And from Ireland, what up, Christopher in Ireland? Someone says, don't come to Japan. Just for a visit, I wouldn't move. I've never actually even left the United States. So I definitely want to get some traveling done. Hello from Scotland. What up, Jamie in Scotland? Did you like Friday the 13th, the game? I do, yes. I have some fun with that, most definitely. I get a little too into it. I like to name call Jason and get him really mad at me. For some reason, I've been enjoying being the counselor a little more. It seems like it's more of a challenge. Oh, from Sweden. What up, Sweden? And Virginia. Someone says they've never left New York City. Yeah, I had never left the West Coast until I joined the military. Like, I was only in Northern California and then Oregon a few years. And then that's when I actually got out to the Midwest. And that's when I experienced humidity. And I hated it. Absolutely hated it. Someone said, where's my sweetness at? Who's your sweetness? Oh, Kenzie Rose. Sending when I can. My job is sucking lately, but your videos get me through the day. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm glad that my videos help keep you entertained through your everyday life. I know how that is. I used to do the same thing and listen to a lot of... Is that still screaming? That might just be on my end, but you still hear that. Why is it? I'm so confused right now. I am so confused. I don't know why it would scream like that at me. It's like evil. Blind Jackal, what up? I see ya. Senpai, notice. I see ya, Ini. Yeah, Mandy, I'm glad you made it in. Sometimes my notifications don't work for the live streams. Sometimes they do, and it's just weird. Anytime I set up an actual schedule a stream, it never works. Like, it'll actually have 2 streams. Like, everyone who sets the notification will be brought to a stream that's dead, and it'll just say it's waiting on me, but it'll actually have another stream that's going on. Ryan, how have you been, your maker? I've been doing well. Been getting ready for my wife's surgery coming up 19 days. She has oral surgery. They're gonna like cut open the roof of her mouth and get in behind her nose. It's gonna be gnarly. So she's trying to get her mind ready for that. Had to go get liquid diet. She's gonna be like on Ensure for a while. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but that's gonna be fun. Yay. Who is my favorite horror narrator? It just really depends on the mood I'm in. I've always really liked Mr. Nightmare, you know, Lazy, all my boys, of course. So it just kind of depends on the mood. I think everyone brings their own good aspects to each narration. Someone said, oh, that was Madame that said I hate liquid diet. Yeah, she's not looking forward to it either. We were gonna get some Pedialyte because they said to get that as well, but she's noticed how much sugar was in that, so we didn't grab that. So she's just got a lot of Ensure, and then I'll probably have to get some more. But I guess it's supposed to actually like bruise up her face really bad. Like her face is, both sides are gonna look completely black and blue. I told her that I'm gonna tell everyone I beat the crap out of her. Like, yeah, that's what you get when you talk. But hopefully it all goes well. I mean, it's nothing major. They're gonna, like I said, they're gonna cut the inside roof of her mouth and get up in there, and essentially they're dropping her adult tooth. Like when she was a kid, she had her tooth smacked in, her kid tooth smacked up into her gums, so it actually never dropped. So they actually got to rip that out and then go through that hole, and they're gonna attach a chain to her adult tooth and try to rip it down. Not rip it down, but drag it down. She has braces right now. She's had those probably about a year. Maybe it's been less than a year. I just realized that whole Pokemon Go thing was over a year ago. I saw someone, a feed or thing in my Facebook feed that was saying, yeah, just going on break and catching Pokemon. And I was like, holy crap. That was a year ago already. It seems to me like it was just like a month ago. Someone with a really long name. Have you ever done any videos on horror story? If you're meaning like reenacting them, no, but that is something I've thought about. I've actually even thought about starting almost like a skit series, like a scary skit series, if I can speak properly, where, you know, like it'd be like at my house type of thing, just chilling, and all of a sudden there's a masked person outside the window, and just make it like a whole skit. But that just kind of depends on how YouTube goes at the moment. I don't want to invest too much time in equipment and getting all that done, and then YouTube just be like, yeah, screw you, dude. I see you, Kawhi. I saw you when you came in. Thank you, random. His voice, oh my god, ovaries. Ovaries. Molly L, adopt me. Luna, hiya, buddy. Hello, Luna. Can you do more police stories? I don't know if I've actually even done police stories. I know Corpse does a lot. He just did one today. I don't know. I find them a little shorter, all the ones I found. I haven't had any really submitted. Thank you, Will Patterson. I appreciate that. I'm glad you made it in here. Iham. Greetings from Morocco. Wow. Long ways away. Everyone's from all over. Greetings from this desert over here. Is Morocco a desert? Why do I picture a desert when I think Morocco? If so, well, from one desert to another, what up? Vanessa is so happy. I'm glad to hear that, Vanessa. Camping stories, bruh. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I think I have one that I plan on recording soon. I also have an update to, I don't know, about a year ago, I think it was, I did a story about a coffee stand where the girls worked in bikinis. And I have an update to that story. She pretty much added on to where that ended. So I'll probably be doing that probably in the next video as well. But yeah. Theme park horror stories. That would be a really good one too. Sometimes it's just hard finding the specific topics. Like, I mean, you can try to search them and whatnot, but then you gotta wait for the permission, and some people haven't even been on Reddit or anything in years, so that doesn't work out. And through the email, it's kind of hard. Hello from Alaska. What up, Veronica in Alaska? Random Video Center. I see you. What up? Marlena in California. Hello. Laurie S asks how she can she or he, sorry, that was kind of assumptive, can submit a story. You can email it to me at yourmaker6260@gmail.com. I think in pretty much, I know you can find the link in my about page as well as most of the descriptions of my videos. Just not this live stream, but if you went to one of my other videos, that's how you could find a link. Your stories made my girl cry one night. Uchaya. That's, I don't know if that's an honor or like if it was a bad cry, but I'm going to assume that was a fear cry, and I will take pride in that. That is an honor. What up, Australia? I saw it fly by. I didn't see the name. Sorry. It went a little quick. I see you. Brazil. Mark of Brazil. What am I doing right now? Right now, I am sitting in my living room with a fidget spinner in one hand and just hitting the fidget spinner with the other hand and just reading the screen and answering. That's about what I'm doing right now. And it's hot as hell. I'm sitting inside and I'm like on the verge of sweating, and that's with the AC on. This desert, man, it's so humid right now. It's waiting for this monsoon to come in. Scott says he's gonna pee in my cereal. That's not very nice. That's not very nice at all. I have some really good cereal too. I have this chocolate pebbles, but with marshmallows. Yeah, so it's like Lucky Charms, but mixed with those chocolate pebbles that had like the Fred Flintstone and all that. It's the best of both worlds, and it's so addicting. And I was asking my wife, I'm like, I wonder what nutritional value is actually in this. And probably none. Probably just a filler. Molly says, tell your wife I said hi. I will do that after the stream. Surprisingly, I actually do that too. I'll say like, hey, everyone says hi. Your maker, have you ever been to Mexico? I have not. I've never left the United States. Yeah, I'm a square. Loose Sasquatch. Your voice and videos are great. How did you get into reading true scary stories? First of all, thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate that, and I'm glad you made the stream. The way I got into stories was just over 2 years ago. I was working at a dental lab here in town, and I made teeth. I actually have an old unlisted video of the teeth where I was talking about how I just killed all the people for the teeth, but getting off topic. But they would highly encourage listening to music as you worked, so that way you just zone out and get your work done. And I got tired of listening to the same music over and over, so I ended up... Originally, I started looking for Stephen King horror books, audiobooks, and I ended up just looking up horror stories on YouTube, and I think it was Lazy Masquerade or Beat Busta that I found very first. Yeah, and then I found Mr. Nightmare second. Like, it was right in there. It was right when, I think, a few months after Lazy started. I don't even remember, but I remember Lazy and B did a collab, and I was still working, and I was running out of the scary stories within like a week. I'd heard them all, listening 8 hours a day, you know, and I asked them in one of their videos what's the best advice they could do, and they actually responded to me and told me consistency. So I figured since they didn't say it was have a good voice, I'd give it a shot. And yeah, I went home after work that day, got in my car. Well, first I found stories on Reddit, and then I got in my car, recorded it, slept like 2 hours, got 80 views that first day, and every day after work I was doing that. I was pulling 20-hour days for like 5-6 months. Speedy7331, hello from Sweden. Thanks for the 9-hour video you did a while back. I'm glad you enjoyed that. I was hoping people would enjoy that big collaboration. Makes it a little, or compilation, not collaboration. Makes it a little easier having them all in one centrally located area. And hello in Sweden. I hope you guys are having a little cooler weather than us, but not too cold. You definitely don't want this heat. Someone said, can I do janitor stories? That would be a very interesting topic. I do have one janitor story that I've, off the top of my head, I can remember that I did, but that was like when I first started. Yeah, that was probably like my 7th video or something like that. What up, Simon? I see you. Angelica Ryuko. I probably butchered that. I see ya. You should do creepypasta stories. Actually, since you guys are here, here's a little insight on what's probably going to be happening soon. I'm going to probably be merging my channels. I'll probably be bringing my paranormal and all that over here to your maker, and then do more of like a creepy countdowns type of thing on fear. It's been something I've been struggling with a lot, but I think it'd be a good idea to just go ahead and merge them, so you'll probably be seeing a lot more paranormal stories. I might slowly be bringing some of my videos over. I know on that channel some of them only have like 10,000 views, so within a day more people will see them on here. So yeah, that'll be a nice little insight for you guys. So expect a couple paranormal videos in the near future, and hopefully some good creepypastas. I know I did one that was more of a joke, but I definitely want to find some really good ones. If I can find one on the quality level of like the Russian sleep experiment, oh, I'm gonna be all over that. That's what I'm looking for. Well, those are some long messages. I'm trying to read them, but they're so long. Does your wife help you with the sound effects in some stories? My wife used to do the female parts for my videos back when I first started. Because like I remember I did one video, I forget what it was. It was someone had someone No. Okay, this chick was at someone's house for some guy's house for some reason. I think it was for work, and she was doing something, and then all of a sudden she's in the house, and a wife or someone opens a door and comes out, and the guy's really mad at her and starts yelling at her, and the wife just looks and goes, "I'm hungry." And I did that exact voice. That was how I did it. Like, I was trying to do a female voice, and it came out as, "I'm hungry." And I left that in the video, and that was when I started letting her do the female parts. And then, I don't know, it kind of seemed like it was so jumpy from, one voice to another type of thing. So that's why I kind of stopped doing that. But she'll help me with, like, the knocks on the doors. Like, if I need to knock on the door, I'll be like, "Babe, come knock on the door." And then just be like, "No, slower, faster," type of thing. I'll do that on my glass door, for my sliding glass door, a lot. Especially when someone's like, "I heard him knock on the window." And I'm just like, I don't have any window sound effects. So I just bring my microphone and everything out here and just start knocking on my window. And then try to go through and isolate it and all that fun stuff. Dondalaya, I'm subbed to both channels. Awesome. So you're going to actually be able to see the whole transformation. I want to try to get some really nice, creepy, and unexplained countdowns. I always had a thing for countdowns. It was just finding the right way. So I think that'll be a nice way to merge everything. What sports do I play? At the moment, I play none. What I did play was pretty much everything except hockey. I was never good at ice skating or anything, but football, basketball, baseball, soccer, football, as a lot of people call it around the world, and then also American football. Pretty much every sport you can play competitively, for the most part, I've been in. And I used to play, I used to be in the newspaper a lot as a kid. Our teams were always first place. We'd always be going, like when I was living in Northern California, soccer especially. I remember one tournament, we just demolished it, and that was to get us to the state finals. And it was so stormy. We were playing in the rain. They didn't cancel the game because the teams came in from so far, and I'm like, it was almost probably an inch of water on the ground, like not even exaggerating. And after the game, we all just started sliding on our stomachs. We'd run full speed, take off and slide all the way. And then right after that, they tell us that we have pictures for the newspaper. So the front page of the newspaper had a whole bunch of kids with their shirts off. That was pretty fun. But yeah. Someone says, do I have personal scary stories? I don't have too many personal scary stories. I haven't been in too many situations that have actually scared me much. So I guess that's just yeah, a lot of pretty much everything scary is just a matter of perception, you know. Can you do scary boneless stories? Ooh, boneless wings. Maybe just do a story about someone who found a bone in their chicken nugget. Maybe found a cow bone in their chicken nugget. They noticed that the shape and the weight was a little off, but they didn't think much of the 13 by 2 inch nugget. You know, they thought that was normal. And the fact that it was solid like a rock, they didn't notice until they put it in their mouth that there was a cow bone in their nugget. Scary Star Wars story. Uriel, can I tell you the future? Yes. You're going to die. How's that? Not what you wanted to hear, but I can promise you with certainty that that is the future. For everyone listening, for that matter. Hello, Hayden. Kawhi tried to shout. Don't shout at me, Kawhi. I'm probably butchering your name. How often do you live stream? I don't know. I don't really have a set schedule for my live streams. It's usually pretty spur of the moment. I would like to get on somewhat of a regular schedule with it. I'll have to get back with you on that one. Someone says, are you feel? Feel. I don't know. Corpsey fan. I notice you. I see you. Someone says, off topic, but would you pick Conor or Mayweather? Ooh. Conor McGregor or Mayweather? Probably go with Mayweather. Yeah. Thank you, expert noob. I like your voice. Very spooky. Very, very spooky. Do I play Outlast? No, I do not. I have not played Outlast. Not at all. Someone says, let's see your face. I've shown my face a few times. Yeah. Kaio, notice me. I notice you. And someone's like, why? Root for the underdog. I really don't care as long as it's a good fight. You know? That's the way I see it. It is what it is. I pretty much spend a lot of time more or less watching the highlight clips. Because sitting there and watching people wrestle for a while, like that's actually probably would be a good fight. But I hate those ones where they're just holding each other the whole time. It's like, come on, guys. Someone says I look like Vitaly ZDTV, whatever. I don't know. I think he's probably the one person with a bigger nose than me, and not by much. Like we might even be even. And someone says, "Fuck you, Snoopy." Are you talking about the Peanuts Snoopy? That's messed up, man. That's messed up. Do some Monsters Inc. stories. That's spooky as fuck. Monsters Inc. Holy crap. That is an old movie. I haven't seen any of the newer things that they come out with, like the Minions or any of that. But I do remember Monsters Inc. That was a pretty good movie. What was my first job? My first job was at a McDonald's. I was 17 years old. It was right after I found out that my ex-wife was pregnant. I found out she was pregnant, so I got a job because I was still living with my mom since I was 17. So I got a full-time job and moved out on my own. And yeah, it was McDonald's. I worked there for probably like 6 months. And then I went and worked at the restaurant for a casino. And then after that, I joined the military. And then after that, what did I do? Like McDonald's again, and a Chinese restaurant. The Chinese restaurant was fun. Then I worked at a Kroger store. That was Dylan's. Yeah, I've had a lot of different jobs. And then I worked at another McDonald's. I've worked at McDonald's off and on. Like every time you go in there, that's like a guaranteed job. Anytime you go in there, you can get hired like on the spot. At least I can. Someone says, can you cook? I can cook. Do I cook? Not really. My wife does all the cooking. It's crazy. Like I can cook. I'll do all the barbecuing and all that, or the smoking. Like when I smoke the turkeys. Ooh, that's good. Do you work a lot? I do. When I try to get the actual videos out daily, like I was trying to do. Like it's a lot of work looking for the stories and getting it all done. But as of now, kind of a little more chill since I'm not having to work full time at the dental lab, which I might again, but not 20-hour days at least. Hey, Dr. Blue, what up? I'm glad you made it in here. I'm doing very well. I hope you are as well. Top 5 favorite stories this year. I don't know. That'd be hard. It's hard for me to separate in my mind when I did the stories. Like I can read a story, like excuse me, like the story I read the other day that was my second story that I've ever read, or even my first, when I read those, like, to me, it just seems like it was like a couple weeks ago that I read those out. So it's really hard for me to remember which ones I've actually done this year as opposed to last year. So that'd be really hard for me to say, honestly. What up, Mackie? Do you ever give yourself nightmares? No, not that I know of. I don't dream very often. When I do have nightmares, I guess I start thrashing around and stuff, and my wife tells me she comes to check on me, and I just always tell her, don't wake me up from any of my nightmares, because it's like living in a horror movie, you know. I wish I had more nightmares. I really do. I don't remember like any of my dreams. Do I rap? Not in public. Do you like sitting on cups? What kind of cups? Cups that protect your groin? Drinking cups? Solo cups? What you mean cups? Are most of the stories you read true? I like to think that they are. I take a lot of people up just on trust, and I also try to keep it realistic as in my thought process, and then I'll also try to look up a couple news articles and see if there's any news article, not just for their story, but just anything in general where it does seem like it's within the realm of possibility. So, I mean, I guarantee there's some that I've posted that aren't true, I'm sure. I mean, there's just no way I can have that accuracy. And even if someone sends you a news article with it, you really don't know if they've staged it around. You're just basing it off of trust and the way you talk to them, you know? Glass gallon cups. I don't even know what the hell a glass gallon cup. Are eyebrows facial hair? I would think that your eyebrows are on your face, so yes, I would think that technically they are. What up, it's your boy Austin. Hello, Gustavo. Thanks for dropping in. Glad you made it in. Who do you like most from your collabs? Damn, that's a pointed question right there. Because I've collabed with a lot of people. I have a collab that has Rob Dyke, Mr. Nightmare, Mr. Creepypasta, Corpse, Lazy B, Eden. So you're really trying to put me under the knife right there. We're like, who is it? Who's your favorite? Who do you like the most? I don't know. I can't be a... I don't think I could answer that one, honestly. They're all friends of mine, I like to say. Do you ever listen to any other narrator stories? I do. Especially when I'm out driving. Like I said, I get tired of music after it's the same music over and over. Someone say Corpse is back. Yes, he is. I've been catching him on Twitter. I'll send him a Snapchat every now and then. Send him a Snapchat of my nipple. I bet he was wondering what the hell that was when he opened up his phone and saw that. And I was just talking like it was normal while I was just focused on my nipple, and at the end I was like, oh, by the way, that's my nipple. And then I just give one back that says, nice nipple, bro. And that was it. So, he might be having a long wank session or something, I'm assuming, in my mind. Do you have a favorite scary story? I don't know if they'd be favorite, but the one in Northern California with the pot farmer. Then a recent one we had, it's hard to say favorite, but I mean most powerful I think would be the one with Claire, yeah, the sister who was murdered by someone who catfished, an ex-boyfriend who catfished her on Facebook. That one was a really powerful one too. My favorite scary movie is Vile. V-I-L-E. Where's your cat? My cat is with the other cat, and they are locked in the bedroom with my wife, because that's where I keep them when I'm done. That sounded so bad. No, my wife's in there watching what I tell her to watch. Actually, I don't know what she's watching. She usually streams some videos and whatnot while I'm sitting in the living room. And then the guinea pigs are in the other room too. My cat is meowing like an idiot right now. Yeah, mine fortunately is not. The cat you always hear in my videos, that's Fat Cat. That's Thumper. And he follows me everywhere. Like, this cat is crazy. If I sit on the couch, he's right next to me, just biting my arm, trying to get some, not hard bites, but the love bites, you know. And then try to pull my arm over to him. And, like, it is insane what this cat does. Like, as soon as I'm in bed, he's already up there trying to get under the blankets with me. It's like, calm down, dude. Now the other cat's starting to do it, too. Can you tell us scary stories tonight? I thought about reading a story on here, like a short one. But as for the other stuff, I was kind of in a bummed out mood when I got up this morning, so I didn't record. It's not always good to record when you're in a bummed out mood, so I figured to cheer me up, I'd get on here and chat with my audience. Remember why I'm doing this again, you know what I mean? My hamster names? I don't have hamsters, I have guinea pigs. Rex and Nip are the names of them. And they are cute little motherfuckers. They're cute and they're spoiled too. They get strawberries when they wake up, strawberries when they go to bed, a fresh salad every night at about 7 p.m. Hay, kibbles, all the good stuff. Yeah. Shadow, I appreciate that. I love your voice. And right under that, Annie Lee, I appreciate that because we love you. And that's what it's about. That's what got me into it too, you know. It's just, you lose that, like, when I very first started, the 80 views in the first day, oh, man, I was so pumped. Like, it was crazy to me to just think 80 people in one day watched my video. And that's what had me hooked. And every day it was, you know, a little bit more, a little bit more. And then it got to the point where I was like, wow, I can actually try to make this a full-time gig. So I put my notice in and started doing my thing, and man, it was like a dream come true. It's awesome. So been trying to write it out, and then they start doing this stuff, and views start going down. You're not making money to pay your bills. You're just a whole bunch of bullshit behind the scenes that you don't even think about before going into it, type of thing. And yeah, it's just one of those things. You just gotta get that passion back. I think that's what a lot of horror narrators are going through now. Actually, just a lot of people in general. It's getting to the point where they got to start looking for their old jobs or other jobs, or try to get back into the love for it. Tell my brother he is. I'm not gonna be the one doing that. We're not doing that. Please collab with Creeps McPasta. Yeah, I have a lot of collabs I'm kind of in the middle of right now. Everything's been kind of slowed down at the moment. We have Marler House, I'm working on one with. Let's Read. I want to say there's another one or two. Yeah, there's definitely another one in there. We haven't, actually, I should message him. I haven't talked to him in like 2 months. Yeah. Take care, Tommy. Thanks for dropping in. Is cheesecake pie or cake? Well, it says cake in the title, so I'm just gonna say cake. A small summary of the past, what's been happening since you started. Pretty much all that's been happening, for the most part, it's only been the stuff that's happened in the past few months that I think everyone's beat to death with a stick. It's essentially like I just had a video meeting with a guy from YouTube or Google, whatever, same thing. And he showed me slides of what they were told, and essentially like the way we get our revenue is off of ads. If an ad's watched through, that's how, you know, we make our portion. And it's extremely low, but once it starts adding up with the views, you can actually make a little bit, you know. And they made it so even a tag like the word killed or bloody, if that's in your description, your title, tags, any of that, they can take away your monetization. But it still shows that you have monetization on your thing, so you can't dispute it. So pretty much that's what they're doing. If they told me not to curse in a video, like they said technically the word fuck could make my video not monetized. So essentially they're just throwing a whole bunch of vague shit out there, and like, we have the right to just not put ads, but you're not going to get an answer. So just not a lot of guidance. I think that's the issue with a lot of it. I had a guinea pig as a kid named Elvis. I won a trophy for best in show. They have guinea pig shows? That would be pretty interesting. Holy crap, Mackie. Calm down with the comments, man. I'll have to make my bot more sensitive with the spam. I do live in Havasu. I do. B Busta is who got Izzy Bays into scary stories. And then they started listening to me and Let's Read. That's awesome. And that's the cool thing, is a lot of us, you know, are friendly with one another. So it's cool to actually hear that we bring each other back and forth. It's pretty cool. What about a collab with Cry? Yeah, I probably should message him. I haven't sent too many messages out for collabs lately, but I definitely need to get in. When I very first started, I would do a video every day, and every Wednesday was a collab with someone new. And I need to get back into something like that. It's just now there's so many narrators and everyone's racing for the stories, and then people complain about if they hear a repeat story. So then now you're looking in your email, and then if a story's not written properly, or you're afraid someone, like your viewers, are gonna go hard on them, you feel obligated to not even put them in that spot. Like, I feel like shit. Even the one where she shared about her sister who got murdered, people in the comments are talking a whole bunch of crap, and I end up just getting rid of those people because I don't want them commenting on my videos if they're gonna talk like that and victim blame. And then I just feel like a dick for putting it out there in the same sense. It's just one of those things. I need to pay attention and not care. I think that's the biggest thing. It's just not care. But then I feel like a dick, so then in turn I feel I care again. Do I believe in skinwalkers? I haven't had anything that would make me believe in them or not believe in them, so I think I'd have to be pretty neutral on skinwalkers. How's the storm going? The storm actually died down. What was it? Probably like midnight or something like that. It ended up dying down. And now it's just humid. And we might be getting another storm, but it's been sunny all day. And they say that we're probably going to get another storm tonight. So fingers crossed there's going to be a lot of lightning, rain, all that good stuff. Do you believe in magic? No, not really. I mean, I believe more in like chemistry and all that. So, not actual magic. I believe in illusions and all that kind of stuff. What is your city? I live in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Hi, cat. I said hi, cat. Hi, cat. And then someone asks, do I have any cats? Yes, I have 2 cats. You've actually heard one of them in my videos a few times. Do you have any paranormal experience? Nothing really like creepy or anything. The only paranormal experience I have was like, we had a musical Christmas ornament that we had got from my daughter. And then probably 2 years or 3 years after she passed away, I was at my mom's and we had it hung up, but there was there was no batteries or anything. And then we're all just sitting on the couch, and it just randomly made the music once, and then never did it again. So I mean that was probably my only paranormal experience. I had one dream back when I was 17, and that was just so real. I woke up crying. Like, it was someone I knew just died, but like I hadn't made my peace almost, you know. So like I was in a dream, and then like I was able to make my peace, but it was just so real. It was weird. But those are about the only two things I'd kind of consider paranormal. Does my wife like my stories? Some of them. She doesn't. She likes the story. I wouldn't say she likes my narration. I can honestly say I could probably count on one hand how many times she's listened to my narrations just out of choice. Sometimes I'll make her listen to them, but she does like the stories. She'll read the stories. It's just she lives with me. She doesn't want to hear me talk all the time. She hears me talk all the time here, and I annoy the shit out of her. J4 Wolfman, dude, you're my favorite maker. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Yes, I have heard of Insomniac. I think, isn't Insomniac and that creepy pasta guy, I think they're brothers, if I remember too. And Simon, how are you, man? I'm doing well. Like I was saying, I was baking earlier because it's so hot out here, but doing very well. Beth L, what up? I see you. You made it. Just in time, because I'll probably end up, maybe towards the endish a little. I'll probably end up ending this here in a bit. But at least you made it. I'm happy you made it. Can we see your face? In my other videos you can, but not right now. I don't even have my camera set up out here or any of that. I need to start actually setting it up. I have a green screen and all that, but I haven't set it up in a while. Do I like Havasu? I do like Havasu. It's got the lake right here. You're in the desert, so it's hot. It hits up in the 125s. I think we've already hit 125 this season. And pretty much desert everywhere, so it's pretty chill. You can go 4-wheel, dirt bike, go shoot, go out to the lake, go boat, jet ski, swim. Although the swimming in the lake I wouldn't recommend now. But fish. There's a lot of fishing out here as well. No, I'm not going to read your name. But you made me in my mind read your name, but I'm not going to read it out loud. Have I ever heard of Mayhem Mountain? I have not. No. Do I play video games? I do. I play Friday the 13th. I play Rocket League, Rainbow Six Siege, occasionally The Evil Within. Martin, do you have another job except YouTube? Not at the moment, no. It might get to the point where I go back to my old job, and if that's the case, then I'm not dead. I'm just not posting because I'm busy as fuck. But as of now, no, I took the risk of going full time with YouTube, so trying to ride it out. Omni Corner, what do you think of my profile pic? Is it sexy? What is it? What is it? It looks like lily pads or something. What the hell is it? Is that an alien? If that's an alien, it's sexy as fuck. And I appreciate their support. That's a sexy little alien. I thought it was lily pads or something. I was like, those are some really bright lily pads. Do you play Xbox or PlayStation? I am on PlayStation 4, and my gamer tag is YourMaker69. Dancing Dino. Hey Maker, love your videos. Have you ever encountered with a creepy, possible insane person? I have encountered a lot of insane people. That's just a part of life, I guess. I was actually in a mental institution for a little bit. Yeah, that's a fun experience. There was one guy, he came in. This guy was on, I think he was addicted to morphine for like 20 years. Old guy too, and man, his first night in, he was screaming so bad. And it was horrible because you hear him screaming just, I'm not taking that, I'm not taking that. And then just a huge fight, and then just a, okay, I'll take it. And then just silence. So yeah, I have. And Bethany L, thank you so much. You are awesome. I keep missing these when you're live. Anywho, I've always wondered, what's your real name? If you want to share that. I've never actually released my real name. Everyone calls me Bobby in the real world, so that's what I just tell everyone. I'm leery about releasing my real name just because I don't know. I try to be over cautious with all that swatting and stuff that people like to do. So I'm just like, I don't know. Shasharsumi Uman, can you say my name? That was your name. Completely butchered, but that was your name. Someone says his name is Scott Randolph. Why are you called your maker and not Bobby237342? I probably missed a number in there. The name actually came from my gamer tag back on PlayStation 2. I was playing so calm, and every time you killed a person, it would say you were killed by blankety blank. And I thought the name, originally it was Oops, You're Dead, just because I thought that was funny. And then I had one that I used for a cheating account, that was Skeletor. And then I ended up getting on your maker. And then when it switched up to the PlayStation, whichever one you had to switch over, I lost my name, so I had to use your maker 69. And that's essentially what this channel was. It was your maker 69 before your maker. And then once I reached 15,000 subscribers, I figured that I'd try to get a little more family friendly. Even though 69 is just a number, you know. Cock. Who's watching live? I think everyone is watching live. And I think that was Kate. Dude, you're amazing. Love your videos. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you can find some entertainment and hopefully some pearls of wisdom and warnings within the videos as well. Hello, Childish Omega. I'm glad you made it too. Unknown says they feel like the horror community is dying. That was actually something I was talking to my wife about today too. It appears that way. Out of everyone who's posted a video today, not one person's had an ad on their video. And even yesterday, you know, like Corpse, Lazy, B, like everyone, no one's getting an ad. It's crazy. So yeah, everyone's slowly panicking and figuring out what the hell they're gonna do, because even following YouTube's guidelines, there's really no consistency, and I think that's the worst. And it's kind of demoralizing, you know. It's not just about the money, and that's where a lot of people immediately they're, oh, it's just about the money. Fuck you, you're going in for the money. It's like, no, we have to pay bills though. We enjoy doing what we do. That's why we're here, how we got here. But money makes the world go around. I'd love to be able to just go up and tell my renter or whoever I'm renting from, be like, yo, I love my job. And they'll just look at me like, awesome, pay me. Can you read live stories? I can, but I always have to clear my throat a lot. So like that's why it's just I prefer to have polished, as opposed to like, it always reminds me of my very first videos, because I would always stumble, because the nerves of just people, like, it's been nice right now. I haven't been worried about anything at all right now, but like once you're put on the spot, you get all nervous and you just start stumbling over everything. How long have I been married for? I've been married 3 years. 3 years. We've been together about 6 or something. We actually met on Facebook too. We had never met in real life, and it was on my sister's picture. She had her she had her tongue sticking out, and I thought it looked like a hot dog. So I was like, is that a hot dog in your mouth? And then, obviously, she's like, no, it's my tongue. And then my wife, I'm trying to how to explain it. At the time, it was just a friend of my sister's, commented something and just got on the part of don't support what he's saying. I was like, I need support. Long story short, we ended up chatting, met on Facebook. It was my sister's best friend from high school, so I knew I wasn't getting catfished. And she was in an abusive relationship. I'd been out of a relationship for a while, but I tried to make it work again with my ex, and that was a horrible, horrible decision. But tried to work it out with her. That didn't work, so then I started talking with my wife, who was just a friend at the time. Paid for her to get away from her abusive boyfriend. Like I think I paid her mom some money to go pick her up and bring her out to Cali. Put in a notice at my job. Well, asked her if she wanted to move in with me. We'd just wing it. So random too. Like looking back, it's like, what the hell, dude? But put in my notice at the job, saved up some money, went and picked her up in Cali, and then drove up to Oregon. And like that, the first time we met was when I picked her up in Cali, and then we moved straight into a studio apartment in Oregon, in like the ghetto. Like this place was bad. The neighbors were having sex with each other for meth and stabbing each other, and man, the cops were there like all the time. And this place was tiny, like paper thin walls, and I'm just sitting there and I'm like, I went in and paid 2 months rent in advance, so we didn't have to rush finding a job or anything. And yeah, we didn't even have one argument, and I think we've had maybe like, literally I count them on one hand how many arguments we've had. We don't fight. We have a respect for each other. I mean, don't get me wrong, we'll get the little frustration with each other, but we don't say anything hurtful. We usually just take a break, or one of us will just be like, I think we're misunderstanding each other, and then we'll just start over what we're talking. I don't know. I think from my failed first marriage, it taught me a lot of what I wanted in life. Like when we first got together, we sat down on the bed in the studio apartment. We didn't have a bed. That's right. We didn't have a bed when we moved in. We were sleeping on the floor. We went and got an air mattress, and it kept popping. Oh my God, the memories, man. I'm just remembering all these. Yeah, so we got there. We had nothing, an air mattress, and we're in this tiny little studio apartment, and we would just play poker on our phone for entertainment. And then eventually, right after we got a couch is when we actually sat down. I think it was like 3 days after we moved in, we got a couch. It was a tiny little love seat, and then we sat down on there, and I told her, I was like, we're both adults. I'm not going to ask to go anywhere. You're not going to ask to go anywhere. I'll tell you where I'm going out of respect. And then I told her, I'm like, I'm a natural flirt. Don't ever think anything. That's just how I am. And I mean, we just laid everything on the table, just like adults, put it all out there. And like, it was awesome. It set the guidelines for complete open communication. You know, we never have issues at all. It's just always been complete respect. Whenever I want to go to the bar and play poker here in town, I'm just like, okay, I'm leaving. I'll be back around this time. Just worked out really nice. But then from there, we actually got a bed. Actually, we didn't get a bed. We didn't have the money for a bed. I think our neighbor gave us their bed because they were moving out. Yeah, because they were the last good family in there. As soon as they moved out, druggies moved in there. And then the first crazy guy moved in next door. And that was the guy that kept calling the cops on me all the time. Like, it was I don't even remember his name, but he'd always call the cops and say that I was listening to rap music really loud. And I remember, like, one night the cop knocked on my door and he's like, okay, I don't hear anything, and then went and talked to him. And then, like, a week later, I just heard something outside and I was like, what is that? And I opened the door and the cop's talking to my neighbor, being like, you gotta stop calling the cops on him. And he was actually going to where my wife worked next door. She was my girlfriend at the time. But when it kept going over there and asking her to use the phone to call the cops on me. And it was just so funny. And yeah, I thought that guy was gonna kill us. He was legit. He was gonna be someone that would kill us if anyone was gonna kill us. And he always get on me for wearing skulls. He's like, what the hell are you wearing all those for? And I'm just like, because I like the design. And the one time, like, even during the holidays, we were the one weird people. Even on his door, I gave him a holiday card. Happy holidays, blah, 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 blah. And that was probably the only time I'd ever seen him smile. But it got to the point, like, he kept calling the cops, so he started vacuuming all night, so we couldn't get any sleep. And these walls are so thin. So I just started taking a pen, the back of a pen, not actually writing, but just so it makes the sound up, down, the texture of the wall. And just sit there and just do that really slow, nonstop. So yeah, I've had a lot of fun. Pepsi, thanks for dropping in. I hope you have a great day as well. Mackie, have you been raided? No. No, I have not. Well, not in the civilian world. I've had military raids. Those are always fun. Sounds like a crazy neighbor. Yeah, he was crazy, but I have to say I preferred him over the next neighbor. Once that guy moved out. Or am I mixing up the order? I might be mixing up the order of them. I don't know, but the other one was he was a meth head. That first one, he didn't do drugs. He was just crazy. The next one was a meth head, and that was right after the family moved out next door, so then meth people moved in there. And then they started having sex for each other for drugs. At least that's what I'm assuming, because the walls were paper thin, and then, like, we could pretty much hear everything. And then, yeah, that guy who tried to sell me a quarter, he's all, here, you want this antique quarter? I'll sell it to you for like $30. I was like, no, dude, I'm good. Yeah, tweakers are weird. They'll try to sell you everything. Take care, Mandy. Thank you for dropping in. I'm glad you made it. My favorite animal is an ostrich. I've always had a thing for ostriches. I don't know why. Ever since I was a kid. How old am I? I am 30 years old. I turned 30 like 5 months ago. The Baptist, what is up? Tell some of your scary stories. I don't really have any scary stories. I mean, yeah, I don't really have. I mean, I was chased with a knife by one of my mom's ex-husbands, but I've told that in a video. I mean, my scary stories aren't really scary stories. It's more or less just me getting the shit beat out of me when I was a kid by my mom's ex-husband. My mom was a sweetheart. My mom would let me get away with anything, but she also was the pretty much breadwinner of the family, so she was working 14 to 16-hour days, and yeah, she had a douchebag boyfriend who beat the crap out of her too, and he'd get drunk as shit all the time. And we were at up in Oregon. We hadn't moved there yet. We were visiting, and it was right on the yeah, I remember. It was New Year's Eve. It was about to turn 2000, the year 2000. Everyone was freaking out. No one knew if the world was gonna end. It was the whole Y2K scare thing, and I was just like, cool, I'm gonna stay up till midnight. We're gonna find out, if the world's gonna end, or all the computers gonna crash, all this kind of stuff. It's your boy Austin. Shout out again. Gotta show you some love. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And I'm glad you made it in here. Another shout out for It's Your Boy Austin in the house. But we were visiting his sister. for the New Year's, and he got really drunk and he started beating my mom out in the motorhome that we were staying in, and I shoved him, and then he started coming after me, so I just took off. It was dark. It was probably like no, it wasn't midnight because we had to go to bed after this whole ordeal because of the fight. That's right. It was probably like 10 p.m. or so, and there was some woods next to where the motorhome was, so I started taking off that way, and he's chasing me, and he pulls out his knife and starts running after me, and I cut off into the trail, and it forks off in a ways, and then that pretty much that leads to a school. That'll go to an open field, and then that'll be a school. So I took off down that way, and I'm wearing a white shirt. I remember too. I was wearing a white shirt, but I had a jacket, a zipper jacket that was open, and the whole time I'm thinking, I was like, I'm wearing a white shirt. He's gonna see where I'm at. So it got to the point where it forked off, and I just ducked behind a tree and covered myself with my jacket to cover up all the white really quick. And he took off by with his knife, and then I came back out, and I heard my mom trying to call for me because she was worried. She was crying. So I went back to her, went back to the motorhome, and then he showed back up. And man, if looks could kill, he wasn't happy. Yep. But yeah, that whole Y2K thing I didn't even get to stay up for. He was all pissed off. The whole fight, obvious reasons. I was in bed by 11 and I wasn't allowed to stay up and watch the ball drop or the New Year ring in. And I'm still salty about that because that's a millennium. How many times are you going to be able to watch that? I mean, I could have not stayed up for 1999 or something like that, but the year 2000, come on. Hey, are you a saint? No, I'm not a saint. J4 Wolfman, what up? I feel like your maker is Let's Read. The only difference is the sound effects. Yeah, I used to put sound effects in my videos, and then people liked to complain, said that it was take them away from the stories, so I stopped. Took so long finding the sound effects anyways. Why was I going to spend an hour just to hear people complain? Ever been to Florida? No, I have not. About the farthest east I have gone would be Missouri. 2012 apocalypse question mark? No, I was referring to the year 2000 apocalypse. There's a new apocalypse every few years, but 2012 was another apocalypse. Can you do scary stories from New Jersey? You know, I think I've only had a few from New Jersey, and I can think of them. I think stories from New York. Did I have from, or was it a city? Might have been from Jersey. I don't know. They're close. But I have had a couple from New Jersey, so I'll have to look into that. Maybe look them back up in my email. Do you like Hamilton? I've never seen it. Or read the book, honestly. Yay. Someone's trying to pimp out their Xbox name. What, is Sexy Grandma up in here? What up, Sexy Grandma? If you made it up in here. Where do you find your sound effects, if you don't mind me asking? I pretty much make everything I can because they're really hard to find royalty-free ones. A lot of them want you to, like audio blocks, they want you to buy them, and it's just like, why am I going to pay you for a 2-second audio thing? But usually I just look up free sound effects, royalty-free or something like that. She always hears Sexy Grandma. Mackie, you don't gotta ask your questions 3 times. Be fair, my man. My favorite game would have to be at the moment toss up between Rainbow Six and Rocket League. It's either a first person shooter or one of those. Hard to say. Yeah. How tall am I? I am 6'3". So what, like 72 centimeters? 72, 73, something like that. Oh, he said it accidentally spams them. Okay. Okay, I understand that. Well, then I'm glad I don't have my settings too sensitive with my Nightbot. What's up, the Unstussy Ninjas? What's up, my brother? What YouTube is doing is a crime. Great channels like yours, Rob Dyke, and other great channels produce fantastic content and get no ads. It's not fair. It's really not. And what's really weird is they try to say that advertisers don't want to be on our page, and I call bullshit on that because I've been seeing ads, like especially my past few videos when it did have ads for the first little bit. I'm looking at horror movies that their previews are almost worse than the content they've had me dumb my stories down to. So I know that perfectly well there's ads out there. It's just, I don't know. They're shooting themselves in the foot and all of us in the foot. And it's not nice. Not nice at all. My favorite NFL team. I've played a lot of sports and I love sports, but I don't follow them watching them. So 49ers just because that's the area I'm from. Same with baseball, the Giants, just because that's where I'm from. I don't know, it's just something about watching it. It just makes me want to go play it as opposed to watch. I always watch the Super Bowl. I mean, the Super Bowl, I have fallen asleep during one Super Bowl. That was the one when the power kept going out for like hours. But yeah, I don't follow it. What's your hobby besides stories? Besides stories and gaming, I used to fish a lot, but I haven't done that in a while. But I mean, I guess I don't ride my skateboard. That's a lot of fun. I enjoy that quite a bit. Just getting out and actually doing something fun, keeping your brain active. I don't like my brain to be idle, so something that keeps me busy. I'm down for most things: hiking, fishing. And how did he get past my spam filter? You're going in timeout, homie. I don't know how he got past my filter. Do you play Tony Hawk Pro Skater? Man, I remember when Tony Hawk Pro Skater came out. That used to be my shit. But no, I haven't played Tony Hawk Pro Skater in like a long time. Holy shit, it's been like 20 years. I think it's been more. I am getting so old. What the hell is going on? Ryan's drinking Corona. Nice. I have Corona. I'm just not drinking any. There might be an issue with that. Do I like anime? No, I do not. Yeah, I don't. Am I rich? Man, I wish. No, I am not. No one in my family is rich. We've all been broke. We were so broke when I was a kid. Like, I ate rice for breakfast. We didn't have money for cereal, and we ate rice. That was breakfast. Yeah. That was more than just breakfast, but no, not rich. Most definitely not. Hope to be someday, but I think everyone does. Come on, lottery. Would you ever stream on Twitch? I used to occasionally, and I was tried to get partnered over there on Twitch, but they kept denying me. So I was like, well, I don't want to put too much time into something if they're just gonna keep doing that. But I think I'll start trying to give it a shot. The thing I like about Twitch a little more is the fact that you actually can have copyright music playing, even though you're not supposed to. What is that? AFGZ. Thank you very much. Not even a comment or anything, just showing some love. AFGZ. I hope it's not supposed to be like another like AFGZ. AFGZ, if that's your name. AFGZ. Thank you very much. I hope I didn't butcher that. I'm sure I butchered it one way or another. Do you like your voice? No, I do not. I do not. That's why I was really surprised that people actually listened to my content. I think once I'm done editing my videos and get it, if the story's on point and I have the proper spacing, I don't mind my voice. But I don't like my voice. I've always had a problem with my voice whenever it's been recorded, like even in family videos and stuff. I don't know. It's weird hearing yourself. I think there's supposed to be like some sort of mental thing with that, like you don't like your own voice. Happy late birthday, Gustavo. Happy late 13th birthday. A week late, but I'm wishing you a happy birthday regardless. Someone says they don't like Twitch. I get a lot of lag on Twitch when I'm watching streams, which is crazy because my internet speed is, I have like a 1 gig download speed. Like there's no reason that I should have any lag. On YouTube, I can watch a live stream 1080p 60 frames a second. I could watch 2 of them side by side and I have no issues. But as soon as I go to Twitch, it's like lag. Hello, Connor from Ireland. Glad you made it in to the stream. All is very well. Thank you for asking. Aw, thank you, Jackie. I appreciate that. You have 1 megabyte download speed? Holy crap, you're probably not watching this. What does that say? It said, I'm back. Sorry, I got kicked out for giving you the donation. See, are you serious? YouTube is, he even says, he or she, screw YouTube. Yeah, I'm with you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I don't know if you heard my thank you or me butchering your name, but AFGZ, if that was your name, or if it was AFGZ, thank you very much. And I'm sorry YouTube is such a pain in the ass for everyone. Everyone now. Thank you, Cynthia. You are the best, your maker. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Would you ever write a book? I'm actually in the middle of writing a story. I mean, it's not going to be a book, but it's going to be a story. But I definitely would be open to writing a book. YouTube is not notifying. Yeah, Sifu. YouTube's not doing a lot of things. They're opening up a door for a competitor, that's for sure. That's what they're doing. Anna says, just know you're an inspiration, your life story. I mean, wish you the best. Love your channel and your content. And yes, I really like your voice. Good night. Good night to you as well, and I really appreciate the kind words. It really means a lot. Thank you so much. Someone said that I'd buy the book. I'd read the book. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking about giving it a go. I think it'd be a lot of fun to give it a go. I've always had, when I did have horror nightmares, they were always pretty vivid and crazy, so I thought it'd be cool to do something like that. Will you do any more collaborations anytime soon? I'm hoping to. It's just right now everyone's kind of in a turmoil trying to figure out what they're doing with everything going on, but I have a few in the works. It's just a matter of getting stories and getting permission for them, so most definitely. Dolly Vampira, what up? Someone says, no, Microsoft needs to buy Dailymotion and fuck YouTube. I mean, right now's the time. Like, if they came in, if someone came in and offered people even just matched what YouTube's offering share-wise and all that, like, with the headache they've been getting, I wouldn't be surprised if people switched over. Ah, you're also a narrator, Dolly. I did not know that. Name kinda looks familiar, but Peter Stevanik. Read my name. There you go, Peter. Well, shit, we'll probably go ahead and end this stream. It's getting a little bright in here in my living room. The sun's going crazy. Fear about. You can say. I saw someone say that I would say something about YouTube, but I fear about my YouTube channel. You don't have to worry about it. Like, if there were repercussions like that, then I would be really afraid of that too. But yeah, they're not gonna do anything. I think everyone knows that YouTube's in a bad situation now. You see a lot of the YouTubers disappearing because they can't afford to keep doing certain things or any of that. It's stupid. Stupid. No, don't end it. I'll probably end up doing another one next weekend. I'd like to start doing it once a week at least. I think that would be a lot of fun. Actually get on a regular schedule too. I finally just flipped to where I'm actually sleeping at nights. So hopefully it'll help me a little. This was Logan and Jake Paul. I must have missed the first part. Would you ever do urban exploration? I would, as long as it's not trespassing. I'm not gonna get my ass locked up. That's why I never understood the people doing illegal shit on video. But they also do have a supposedly haunted house in Needles, California, not too far from here. So I'd have to talk to like the city and see if maybe I could do something overnight there. I think that'd be really awesome. Beanabazes, I say your name. I said your name to the best of my ability right now. Take care, Madame Black Rose. Thank you for dropping in. I'm glad you made it in here. Oh, okay. Right on, Dolly. Yes, I also narrate scary stories and creepypastas. That's Dolly Vampira. Yeah, there's a lot of people up in the game. It's awesome. Zombie King. Or is it Zombie King? Yeah. I have my text so small. I really should make it bigger, but yeah. Jamie, if you want to be a mod, make sure you're at all of my streams and make sure you're commenting in all of my videos and all that good stuff. The people that are mods have been around for years, literally. Jackie, Lizzie, they've all been around a while. I see every single one of them in my comments on like all my videos. Pretty much they're like creepy stalkers. Just don't be a legitimate creepy stalker. Actually, Jackie I've known long enough now. She actually has my private Facebook page. Jackie knows my real name. Jackie knows my real name and my wife's name. And probably my sister's name. Just from seeing us around. So being extremely loyal and showing you're an amazing person, because I really don't know who's on the other side. That's why it takes a lot of getting to know the person over text. There's actually 4 of my subscribers that I have on my private Facebook. Jackie, Cody, who I accidentally added on accident. Yeah, that was awkward. Cool kid though. Kiki, she's over there. I'm not saying her real name. I'll just use her YouTube name out of respect. And oh, I'm having a brain fart. That's so bad. Oh, I could probably say her name. Carol. She's also submitted a story to my channel. But yeah, I have subscribers on my private Facebook, so eventually, all in time, my real name will get out there and everything. Yay. Alright, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I think hopefully we have this storm rolling in. I don't know, the sky's looking a little darker off in the distance, but that could just be me tripping from the sunlight shining in my eyes. I'm not really sure. But Taylor, where am I from? I'm originally from Northern California, in Fort Bragg. Not the military base. The military base is in North Carolina. there is another place, Fort Bragg, California, right on the coast. Gorgeous weather. Gorgeous. Alright, guys. Thank you all so much for joining in. It really means a lot that you guys took the time out of your day to come say hi. Especially those of you that showed some extra support. That's really awesome. I really appreciate it. But just showing up really means a lot to me. It's cool to actually get to chat with everyone. Sorry if I didn't read your comments. They go by really quick. I did my best to try to chat with you guys, and hopefully you got to hear a little bit of my background. Maybe next live stream I'll tell some more stories about my past. Yes. I hope everyone has a great night, and if it's still a weekend, have a safe rest of your weekend. If it's Monday, hope you're getting past your Monday, through your Monday. Get done with Monday. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night. Much love. Your maker out.